Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. XRP trading right now at about 63 cents as of the time of this recording. We are still hovering, guys, in this accumulation zone right over here. And my wife asked me yesterday, she said, we've been waiting a long time. Why hasn't the price rallied? I mean, we saw $2 back a couple of months ago. What's going on? Why is it so low? Is this ever going to happen? And I say, honey, patience is a virtue. I get it though. I can see why investors could get frustrated with this. We did see a 67% decline from XRP's inter-year high from back in April. And this seems like a huge knockback. I mean, the entire cryptocurrency market, from the top of the last bull run to the trough of the bear market, in some cases saw, anywhere near 80, 85, 90%. And so, we're not that far off from those numbers. So I could see, this 67, 68% decrease since the inter-year high. I can see how that would be frustrating for some, especially considering, just a few months ago we were up nearly to $2. So I had to do this. I had to zoom out, and I kind of had to point out to my wife what has been happening over the last several years while we've been investing in XRP, and I have explained this to her. But sometimes it's good to have a refresher because, she's not paying attention to charts every single day like I am. So I told her we got into XRP over here originally. We saw all-time high over here, right? And then remember that bear market that we had felt for years, what was years and years. And it was about 2.5 years, right? And we felt it. We felt this entire thing. Then the bear flu occurred, knocked down markets all over the world. That was this point here. This was the ultimate low for XRP, March of 2020. And then from there, I go, look at the way the trend is moving now. Do you see a difference? Well, we are up here now, and I know we were up here, but we are still making higher lows here on the daily. We are still making higher lows. We are making higher highs for this macro trend. And so, we are in accumulation right now. I get that it's not as exciting as it has been. I get all that. But we are in accumulation, and we are to expect another burst up for Bitcoin, for altcoins. You can see this structure here, right? This crashing structure. I know you guys watch the Blockchain Backer, so you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into the detailed explanation of this, but you guys can see a very similar structure to what we saw back in late 2020, early 2021. What I'm seeing here, coming back up from this low, accumulating, right? Coming back up from this low, accumulating before that next leg up. Of course, this is going to be dependent on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, still in an accumulation zone for Bitcoin as well. The good news is institutions buying up Bitcoin, crypto, the crypto craze, I suppose, for institutional money is just beginning, even though retail feels like it's over. So this is all positive news. We got to keep on track and focus, keep our eye on the prize. Let's put things into perspective too, guys. I saw this from Crypto Eddie here on Twitter. I was about to call him Elon Musk. It's not Elon Musk. It's Ashish Birla from Ripple. Price might be a distraction, but still XRP is the top performing asset in Q2. So CoinDesk did an interview with Ashish Birla, and in that interview, it was revealed that XRP had the best performance of the crypto market in Q2 of 2021, up 21.93%. Ethereum was in second at 18.69, and ADA Cardano 16.19. So to put things into perspective here, of course, XRP does move last and fast, as we all know. Oops, let me just get that out of there. It does move last and fast, and so we tend to see these huge spikes to the upside, right? Once XRP gets its legs, we see these huge spikes to the upside. And then, yes, that is sometimes followed with large volatile movement to the downside. So we have to be prepared for that. The other thing I wanted to mention, guys, is this from Michael at Val5Links, an article from Cointelegraph, crypto crackdown targeting USD access points has begun. So another step for U.S. federal lawmakers to kind of crack down on crypto, limiting our ability to access different cryptocurrency exchanges. Caitlin Long, the founder and CEO of the pioneering bank for the crypto sector, Avanti, Fidelity Bank and Trust has declared that the regulatory crackdown on crypto has begun in a lengthy tweet on July 13th. The Wall Street veteran highlighted her thoughts on the current regulatory situation in the US, predicting that authorities will not target Bitcoin and Ethereum directly, instead opting to go after intermediaries and access points for US dollars into the sector. So these regulators are looking to focus on now the exchanges, the points of entry for people like you and me to be able to purchase cryptocurrencies and cash out of cryptocurrencies. The issue isn't Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto protocols. They're just fine. The risk comes from banks' operational processes. So this a quote from Caitlin Long. She also noted that July 13th marked the key event in which the comment period for the Federal Reserve's proposed payment system access guidelines ended, arguing that the Fed's guidelines were partially aimed at cryptocurrencies despite not mentioning the asset class directly. Her tweet is embedded in this article if you guys want to read that. I'm just going to go down here. The guidelines proposed on May 5th outline the system that the central bank will use to evaluate requests to access agencies' financial services. The proposal comes amid growing requests from fintech firms and financial institutions and providers to gain access to the payment system. Caitlin emphasized the importance of ensuring crypto firms are able to gain direct access to master accounts with the Federal Reserve, citing an example from 2017 when a number of banks carried out mass closures of bank accounts connected with crypto, stating, "Didn't matter whether Biz was legit or scam, all were debanked." So they want to prevent that in this next bull run. They want to make sure that all the cryptocurrency exchanges that are doing business are above board. I understand that. That is part of regulatory clarity, and that is part of something we have to understand if we want to be taken seriously as traders in this market. I mean, the good news is, I hope that a lot of you guys got into your cryptocurrency positions back here, 2019, early 2020, even 2018 was okay. And, weren't getting into your cryptocurrency positions up and around here. I mean, if you were, that's fine too. It's just, we don't know what other kinds of stipulations are going to come down the pipe. And, I feel like there is going to be an element of being grandfathered in with regards to this cryptocurrency bull run. At the end of the day, we all are going to have to find a way to cash out. And so, it's important to just keep tabs on your cryptocurrency exchange. Like, for example, Binance. I know Binance.us is probably not seeing these types of problems, but Binance in other countries around the world is definitely seeing some regulatory hurdles. So again, this from BondCrypt XRP here on Twitter. Binance Crypto Exchange's regulatory woes continue to mount each day after regulatory warnings from the government of 5 different nations. Its key European payment partner has severed ties owing to the exchange's ongoing standoff with UK's top regulatory watchdog, the FCA. CoinJunction said it has suspended both pounds and euro payments and would no longer facilitate any deposits and withdrawals from the crypto exchange. So CoinJunction cutting off pound and euro payments to the exchange. The payment processor cited FCA's recent regulatory caution as the reason behind the suspension. And here's a quote: "The decision has been made following the FCA, or the Financial Conduct Authority's, recent announcement that Binance is not permitted to undertake any regulated activity in the UK." And here is a tweet to that effect. So Binance, of course, under scrutiny, and this might not end well for Binance unless they kind of revamp their strategy. I think moving forward, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to pick and choose. What are the biggest markets? Let's put our efforts into those markets. So the United States was clearly one, and this is why, they decided to open up Binance.us, but that costs money. That is, something that they are going to have to strategically decide as a company. And I would be very surprised if Binance continues operating in as many countries as they have been operating in. I think they're going to pare it down like most cryptocurrency exchanges, just kind of focus on key target markets. They will likely regulate for those particular markets and, just focus on that and maybe not be the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world anymore. So there's that. And, it's interesting because we didn't think regulatory clarity. Tell me down in the comments if you guys thought that regulatory clarity could hurt so much. I mean, maybe it's not hurting you right now, but there is likely going to be an aspect of this, in the coming months that directly affects you. And so I know I've been talking about Binance a lot throughout the history of this channel. And, until I see some more regulatory clarity, I am likely not going to be talking about Binance or BNB coin as much. Full disclosure, I did get out of my BNB position when it did reach its all-time high back in April. So I'm no longer in BNB, which is Binance coin, because I have talked about it on this channel. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I wanted to be clear on that. I'm going to keep going, guys. Ripple partner news is from the Cryptic Poet. Ripple partner Vechain Technologies wins Best Real-Time Payment Solution as the Paytech Award in their 4th award win in 2021. So great news here for Vechain. They are a global leader in cloud payments and financial messaging, and today they announced their latest win, taking the Best Real-Time Payment Solution category at the 2021 Paytech Awards. The Paytech Awards are now in their 4th year and recognize excellence and innovation in the finance and payment industry worldwide, and this provides an additional industry endorsement. Vechain's native cloud payment solutions are inherently real-time and 24/7 and give financial institutions the freedom to evolve past limitations of legacy technology, enabling them to respond faster to change, adopt new standards such as the ISO 20022 standard, and deliver the benefits of modern payment capabilities to their end customers. ISO 20022, Ripple was one of those first cryptocurrency-related companies to jump on that standard. And, just to illustrate the point further, the Cryptic Poet posted this, another flowchart here demonstrating how Vechain is indeed integrated with RippleNet technology. So great news there from the Cryptic Poet and for Ripple partner Vechain Technologies. I also wanted to mention this, guys, for you fans of Vechain. We're excited to announce the arrival of the broadly successful Uniswap version 2 functionality to Vechain in the form of Vechain V2. So, much like the second iteration of Uniswap V2, the upgrade to Vechain V2 from V1 brings many new features and improvements to Vechain. With code written, tested, audited, and deployed, we'd like to invite you to take a look at Vechain V2. Vechain has been around for 2.5 years or so. Originally, Vechain launched as our still highly popular easy-to-swap service, VTHO.exchange. Due to the success of VTHO.exchange, we then launched a full-fledged swapping service, Vechain, which, like Vechain, is a modified hard fork, but in this case, Vechain being a fork of Uniswap version 1. So there is some more information down here if you guys are interested in the technology, if you guys are interested to read further. But more great news here for Vechain adoption in the space. And finally, guys, I wanted to mention this from Real XRP Boy and this possibility that BNY Mellon had a crystal ball in 2014. Now, I don't know if it's so much that they had a crystal ball, but I mean, okay, let me read this and you guys tell me what you think down in the comments section. This is a document from BNYMellon.com, so their official website. And as mentioned here by XRP Real Boy, it was a statement that they made in 2014. So this document is 7 years old, and what they were saying was that by the year 2020, so 7 years into the future, the consumer experience and expectations and the roles of technology in meeting these expectations will account for perhaps 70% of what shapes the evolution of payments, with the needs and expectations of commercial and corporate customers supplying the remaining 30%. Mobile smartphones and tablet technology, with their rich functional capabilities supported by increasingly sophisticated applications, capable of enabling complex transactions in a relatively secure technical environment, will be critical to this shift in influence. The process may well accelerate as next-generation entrepreneurs and business owners take the helm of economic and commercial activity, unencumbered by traditional delineations of personal and professional activity. So they're saying that all this is going to happen by the year 2020. The payment landscape will be increasingly shaped by the needs and expectations of the retail and consumer rather than enterprise. So the need for a new consumer/retail technology, I guess, so to speak, to be able to allow these retail customers to transact more efficiently. Clients, as the retail segment builds on its lead in development new payment solutions and raising the bar in terms of the added value that must accompany basic execution and settlement capabilities. So in a lot of ways, what they are describing here is something that RippleNet definitely would solve. Now, again, guys, remember this was 2014, and we're looking into the future to the year 2020. This includes an expectation of being able to settle anytime, anywhere, across any channel, which implies a high level of interoperability across systems and across geographic markets. So that last line there especially really does spell out where BNY Mellon sees the world going, and boom, they were bang on describing what is indeed essentially RippleNet technology, being able to settle anytime, anywhere, across any channel. They even use the word interoperability in here because, well, in 2014, we didn't know that that was the case. Well, maybe some people did, but that is definitely a Ripple buzzword that we have heard over the last couple of years. So in conclusion, by 2020, greater levels of convergence will be observable across regions and markets as the technology environment stabilizes. While some markets clearly lead in aspects of payment service delivery, the market in a decade or so will reflect greater alignment with regulatory frameworks, a multipolar geopolitical environment, and at least one fast-growing currency which will begin to rival the US dollar as the primary currency of international commerce and settlement. Again, guys, they are taking this perspective from 2014. Banks wishing to remain sustainably and profitably active in the payments business will be compelled to rethink traditional business models, delivery channels, and alliances, and will have to deliver on the long-delayed promise of client-centric solution delivery. In the absence of this, the market disruptors of today will inexorably become the market leaders of 2020 and beyond. So really painting a picture for us as to how they see the world going, and sure enough, they are right on track here with their 2020 prediction. So, crystal ball? There will be significant convergence between expectations and capabilities in 2020 and in the quality and scope of solutions available across markets. Interoperability, they mention it again, will be a core aspiration across regions despite the differing pace of development and leapfrogging advancements of emerging economies. And then just down here, technology adoption and interoperability of infrastructures across markets and the increasing engagement of non-bank providers will combine to enable the creation of global payment platforms providing 24/7 service on a near real-time basis across multiple currencies, geographic regions, and markets. So guys, they are basically stating what is now becoming a reality. Some may even think that BNY Mellon may have had an inside scoop, may have had, the inside track on, the fact that companies will be using RippleNet and XRP in the coming years for these types of payments. So, when we hear plans within plans, or, this has already been solidified and we're just waiting for the switch to be flipped, so on and so forth, it's all been orchestrated behind closed doors and there's no coincidences, all these terms, these are the kinds of things we have to look at, and I've even dug deeper into this, guys, to show you why I think even more that this is likely the case. So with regards to BNY Mellon, guys, this is an old tweet from February of this year from Bank XRP here on Twitter. BNY Mellon Digital Assets Unit, a team dedicated to building the first multi-asset custody and administration platform for traditional and digital assets, including cryptocurrencies. So this was just a tweet demonstrating that. But back in 2016, Ripple proof of concept with BNY Mellon, so they actually conducted a POC, or proof of concept, with Ripple 2 years after they put out these, in quotes, predictions about the year 2020. So then we fast forward 2 years from 2014 to 2016, and BNY is doing a proof of concept with Ripple. So here's just another article here from Ripple's Insights blog, just detailing BNY Mellon reinventing payments from November of 2016. So I'm not going to go over this, but I will link it in the description for those of you guys who are interested. But let me take it one step further, because when we go to the World Economic Forum website, and I know I've showed you in the past that Ripple is definitely a partner of the World Economic Forum, we go down here and we search. Yes, they have an alphabetical list of partners under B, and who will we find right over here, guys? BNY Mellon, an official partner of the World Economic Forum. And I don't have to go into more detail about that organization and what their mandate is, although I am going to talk about the 2030 vision. The Agenda for Sustainable Development sets out 17 global goals to facilitate equal, sustainable, and inclusive growth around the world while promoting peace. Yet progress towards delivering many of these goals is far off track, and in some areas progress is going backwards. This is just detailing what their vision is for the year 2030, guys, and there are many facets to this. Technology and payments is just one of them. So when we hear plans within plans, this is all a show, and the real powers that be have been working behind the scenes to facilitate this from day one. Well, 2016, BNY Mellon did partner up with Ripple. They did have a vision that by the year 2020, we would see exactly what is playing out today. And the WEF, the World Economic Forum, has this 2030 vision where they essentially see the entire world transforming, payments just being one arm of that. RippleNet definitely going to be included in this new financial framework. So did BNY Mellon have a crystal ball in 2014? Or is it just the inevitable endgame that is essentially going to benefit XRP hodlers? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.